All right, Stevie, you have seen a ton of Hearthstone cards in your life. And as a Yu-Gi-Oh player, I am going to see if you can guess if a Hearthstone card is real or not. As in, they have made this card and it is in the game. All right, here's your very first card.
Your mother!
I'm gonna kill you. I'm harvesting your IP as we speak. I could. You know what? Just fuck you. Show me the next card.
Before we move on, do you think this card would actually be playable in Hearthstone? I'm just curious what you think of it.
Would it? Maybe at like the top of a curve for like an aggro deck.
Okay, sorry, I did that to Sunny, so I had to do that to you. Okay, here you go.
Death Beetle. Taunt for what? Okay, what the fuck is Mana Thirst?
So Mana Thirst is if you have that many mana crystals, not mana, like mana crystals, it gets that additional effect.
Okay.
So if you have 11 mana crystals, you get that effect.
Okay, so I guess like late game, it's a oh my god, 6 mana 10/10 with charge, and it's a why is it an undead and a beast? Back in my Hearthstone days, we only had 1 typing, and now we have to deal with 2 typing. What is this? Good old Patches was just a pirate. What is he now?
He's actually a dual type minion too. For
what the fuck? What is it? What is he like? Part
He's
squid?
A demon and a pirate. He's
part
a demon
squid,
and a pirate.
part kid. All right, bro. I'd assume that there are. I mean, like you showed me the gruff guy. I don't know that 5 mana guy that makes you like surpass. It makes you go further beyond to like 20 mana. Is this card real? I don't know. Like, it just feels so out of like druid class identity to have a card that says charge. I mean, but we did have fucking force of nature. But let me get a shout out to 12 HP, bro. I just don't think like Hearthstone really wants to give like druid charge. Like, it just doesn't fit with class identity. So I don't think this is real.
So this is a real card.
What the fuck? They gave charge to this?
They actually did print this. Funny enough, you said Guff. Guff is rotated. So they printed this card like the last expansion of the year before Guff rotated. It's still in standard, and they printed a neutral card that sets your maximum mana crystals to 11. So Druid can still play it if they want to. Do you think this card is good?
I mean, assuming that the only like way to get to 11 mana is like through the little set to 11 guy, like I'd assume that this card's pretty bad otherwise.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen this card get played. Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's currently pretty bad. Okay.
Shrumungus? Bing, 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 bing. Ding, bing, bing. After an enemy minion dies, summon 2 spores. Battle cry, summon 2 spores. Among Us spore, death rattle. Give your spores wherever they are. Can you put like, is there like a spore archetype? Is this middle school all over again? Where I'm making like pacifist little aliens?
What?
Did you never play Spore?
Oh, the game.
Oh my god.
I was like, what are you doing in middle school, bro? Like, what the fuck's going on there?
Do you think I was a fucking mycelium collegist?
Yeah, I was like, what is he doing?
Like, I don't think is there a spore archetype? Is there a spore archetype? Nah, there ain't no way. I just refuse to believe, just fundamentally. Nah, this shit is not real.
Yeah, this is a fake card. Yeah, this is a fake card. Now, you're saying this like as this wouldn't be able to exist in Hearthstone. I actually fully think that this is be a playable archetype. I think it actually would be really interesting to see like a spore kind of archetype if they printed enough support for it to see play. Because it's like they had Jade Golems.
I could like, but the difference is Jade Golems are, you know, giant fuck off golems made of like a magic green rock. Like, are you telling me that I'm gonna be beat to death by a fucking white button mushroom I got out of Trader Joe's, dude? I can't see it, bro. Harbinger of Old. What the fuck? Where is Oldenar? Discover fucking Among Us, bro. Fucking
that is a real. Bro. That is a real. You know, remember Yogg-Saron?
Yeah.
That's where Yogg's from. Oldor.
Battlecry. Discover a minion that costs 5. Why is he a mech, bro? This man's just a dude. This man ain't a robot. This seems like the perfect pack filler card. Like, if I gave, like, ChatGPT 5,000 Hearthstone cards, and I asked for, like, a random rare card, like, I think this is, like, the perfect pack filler card. I think it's real. It has to be real. It looks too normal.
It's fake.
What? This is, like, the card.
Actually, like, I think this card actually just could be printed. I'm not sure about the mech. You're probably right. This card's fine. Like, it could be easily printed into Hearthstone. It's just 2 mana, 2/3, discover a minion that costs 5 or more. Would it be see play? I don't know about that.
I miss the days when Arena, you would look at a River Crocolisk and be like, I'm gonna draft that. Fire up. Why does this man look like he's gonna debate me on Reddit? 1 mana, deal 1 damage to all enemies. Deals double damage if you control it. Okay, so it's got like spell power synergy. It's like a 1 mana flame strike. That's cool. I don't know. This looks sick. But it says all enemies. I mean, surely Hearthstone has had to move away from giving mage burn cards, right? Ain't no way mages ever had burn cards in the history of human history.
Bro, XD, dude. XD.
I love burn. It is very interactive. Like, I guess, I don't know, maybe like they're trying to phase away from like it and be like all minions. I don't think like all enemies is a thing, but I mean like it's the fucking Hearthstone design team. Like they're on fucking Adderall and like 10 different opioids whenever they design cards. I could see this card being real. It's cool. Shout outs to my kobold spell damage guy.
It's not real.
Dude, come on!
Yeah,
you don't take candle, bro. Come on, dude. This card's sick.
I'm trying to think in my mind if they've done all enemies recently for release mage, but I will tell you what, like they just printed for their new expansion a pretty powerful burn card. So like burn mage is a very popular archetype still.
God, Hearthstone is making the fucking least fun deck types of all time. Spirit of the Tides. You have any unspent mana at the end of your turn, gain +1/+2. Oh, it's like a spider tank. Oh, but it's a 3 mana spider tank. Man, I remember when spider tank used to be like the peak of Hearthstone card design, bro. Like everyone just used to look at that card and like, yeah, this is like coining out a spider tank on turn 2. Holy shit, dude, I would bust to that.
What the fuck?
When I was playing Hearthstone in high school, bro, spider tank, my beloved, bro. God bless it was a common, bro. That shit could have been a legendary, you know, still would see like as much play. Anyways, this card's I don't know, it looks like a pack filler card. It's gotta be real. Of course, some fucking unpaid Blizzard intern probably designed this shit. It's gotta be real.
Well, okay, it is real.
Let's go.
I don't know if a paid Blizzard intern designed it. The thought process is right. Like if you can just not spend all your mana, you get an additional stats for 2, right? You get a spider tank, like you said, right? But it can be an additional effect. The general problem with this card though ends up being that you don't want to not spend your mana. So like, why would you ever run this into your deck? It's just absolutely garbage.
Hodor, Father of the Giants. Set the stats of the next 3 minions you play at 8/8. Holy shit, Stone Tusk Boar, my beloved? Okay, so just right off the rip, it looks broken, dude. Like my eyes glaze over and I see Stone Tusk Boar. That's 16 damage. Force of Nature, eat your heart out. Oh my god, it's so cool, but it's so weird. For Hunter, I don't know, like Hunter doesn't really have like buffing effects outside of exactly for beasts. Yeah, like this card's broken, but unfortunately it's not real.
So this card is real and it's not broken.
Oh my god, but Stone Tusk Boar! Stone Tusk Boar!
This card actually was just printed like it was added last Tuesday.
Oh damn.
Or this Tuesday, sorry. Dang it, where are we? Hello? This is just a weird card because it's an 8 mana 8/8 do nothing for the turn you play it. And yeah, you could set your next minions to 8/8, but like there's just way better win conditions in Hearthstone currently. Also, Stone Tusk Boar is no longer in standard. I'm just basing this purely off standard, but I think even in wild, this card is just absolutely too slow. Like there's just better stuff you can be doing.
By the Divine, restore 6 health, deal damage to all minions equal. Ooh, that's cool.
So Overheal, just in case you're curious, it's a brand new mechanic they introduced to Priest this year. And it is obviously, if you can't heal anymore, the additional healing is converted to whatever the effect is.
Ain't no way they're giving Priest a 2 mana board wipe. I mean, but we did have Pirate Warriors. Maybe they're trying to adjust for pirate inflation, bro. This card just looks way too broken. Ain't no way this card is real.
Yeah, it's fake. It's fake. Yeah, this one is the idea is there. Like absolutely, it could be a really cool effect. But you're right. Like you could absolutely just not damage your opponent and then just play this card on them and then just get absolutely rolled. Like their board gets rolled.
What? Champ Zamzam. Is that a bomb? Battle Cry. Cards in your deck randomly swap costs with each other. Wow. Okay, so just like right off the rip, this card looks horseshit. I'm sorry, dude.
Like bad?
This card looks terrible.
What do you mean, bro? You can just think of the dream here. You're not thinking big enough.
All right, bro. I'm gonna play like Zamzam. I'm gonna play like a fucking Scam Queen Alexstrasza and like 10 target dummies in my deck. I will gamble. I will hit.
It's free, bro.
This card design is so bad. Oh my god, I'm like having the reverse thought process where like I looked at like the Guardian of Ohio and I'm like, yeah, this card design is so safe and generic that like this card has to be real. I'm kind of getting that vibe where this card is so horribly designed. The only person who could have made it is an unpaid Hearthstone Blizzard employee, so I think this card's real.
It's not real. It's not.
I wanted to believe. I wanted to believe, man.
When I was looking through like custom cards to show you, this is a card that really stood out to me because I actually think this is a very Hearthstone effect. Like,
yeah, like this looks Hearthstone-y.
Yeah, it's unplayable, but if you want to meme around, like this is a card. This could be a card that'd be printed. I think it'd be really, really fun just to have that wackiness.
Funkfin. That's moving. Divine Shield. Your minions with Divine Shield have +2 attack. 3 mana 4/2 Divine Shield. Oh my god, it looks so safe. It looks so boring. It's gotta be real. But I was wrong the last 2 times. But you know what they say, third time's a charm, baby. This card is real. This is like the perfect paladin, like Murloc paladin card. Like, you cannot convince me that this card isn't real. This card looks so real.
Okay, so it's real. It is real.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah, it's a really cool card. Honestly, just the total flavor of the Murloc for Paladin. It's fucking hilarious. A Funk Fin. Do you think this card's playable?
I guess like the better answer is like if Murloc Paladin was a deck, like yeah, this card would be good. It's 3 mana 4/2 with Divine Shield. This card's nasty.
The card has actually seen play without like Murlocs at all. Like it's just good because it gives all your Divine Shield minions +2 attack, and like you said, it's a 3 mana 4/2 with Divine Shield. So it's kind of a spicer.
Oh my god, this card is so much. What does this look like a fucking math equation, dude? Oh my god. There's a reason I dropped out of fucking college.
Okay, you play Yu-Gi-Oh, bro. Relax. Infuse is while this minion is in your hand, and you need that many friendly minions to die.
Okay.
Infuse.
So okay, combo. Oh my god, dude! I see numbers. I see adding, bro. Preschool is hitting different. Okay, so combo. Gain +2/+2, infuse, gain +3/+3, mana thirst 8, gain +4. I guess like the theory is that this is like quote unquote 3 mana 10/10. Okay, so like I guess on like first glance, I mean it's a big body, but I mean apparently big bodies aren't good anymore. Like shouts to War Golem, my beloved. Boulder Fist Ogre, bro. Good cost, good stats. So I'd assume this card's bad. But like I think this is gonna sound insane. I think this card has too many numbers. I think this card is too complicated. This is like if you have like I think like the average Hearthstone designer, like you're appealing to like, you know, I guess like the equivalent of like man children who like eat Play-Doh for a living.
Yo, what the fuck?
And like if a card has like too much text and like too many numbers and is like too hard to like wrap your head around like initially, I think like that sort of card just won't make it to the design press. So I think this card's fake.
Okay, so it's real.
What?
Yeah, it's a real card. This is one of their more recent cards. I think I've seen it once and it did absolutely nothing, especially because it's in Rogue. So like Rogue doesn't care about big bodies. They just want to kill you. So there's like literally no reason to play this. It could have been a neutral card and they just replaced combo with something.
Noxious Infiltrator, bro. He's stinking. Poisonous. Battlecry. For friendly undead, died after your last turn, deal 1 damage to a minion. Hold on, I gotta read this shit. Okay, I guess the idea is like you play an undead rogue. This is rogue, right? Yeah. You play like an undead, and like theoretically the synergy is just like this is like a 4 mana 2/5 like assassinate on legs. Theoretically, I think this card's like pretty coolly designed. Like I hate the text and it gives me a headache, but you know it could just be that it's 8 a.m. and I haven't slept in 36 hours. But also, I think that this card, yeah, this is like a cool card. Like I really like it, and I think it's good. I think it's good. I mean, we played fucking. What's that 9 mana 4/4 card? That was like the Cthulhu guy.
Oh, I don't remember, but I know what you're talking about.
It was like Blade of Cthulhu or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I think it should have stealth. I'm just reading like Infiltrator, and like my one brain cell is thinking like it should have stealth and not poisonous. So I don't think this card is real. It's really cool, but I don't think it's real.
It's real.
Oh
Also,
God, Hearthstone.
I haven't seen it get played once,
dude. But it looks so cool.
Yeah, I think the bigger issue with this card is Rogue doesn't have a ton of playable undeads, and on top of that, you have to have the undead on board and have this in hand, so it's like too many parameters. Also, fun fact for you, I believe at the moment, Assassinate is 4 mana. So you could literally just play Assassinate and just drop the 2/5 and not the parameters. Did you also know, you want to hear something crazy? Speaking of reminiscing, Siphon Soul right now is 4 mana.
Oh my, dude, I remember when I would literally be like, all right, what card can I disenchant today in order to get my second Siphon Soul? Bro, like 6 mana Assassinate and Warlock, like that was the bee's knees back then.
Yeah, now it's even at 4 mana, you barely see it.
Phenomenal Warlock. All right, so whoever came up with this card name, know that I am approaching your location rapidly.
Wait, how did you say it? What did you say?
Phenomenal Warlock.
There you go. There you go.
Okay, I'm approaching even faster after that shitty fucking pun. Okay, Battle Cry. 2 mana 3/3, bro. It's like almost a spider tank. Battle Cry. Draw a spell. Choose to discard it or take damage. You go. I mean, immediately off the rip, this card's broken. Spider tank stats. It's crazy. Choose to discard or take damage. this looks about right for like an epic card. Like epic cards in Hearthstone usually are like usually have pretty like bananas effects, and like this is a pretty banana like effect, bro. This is not a downside. This is like a straight up upside. Like it's just a guy who draws you like a spell. Like, that's kind of goofy. But is that too good? I think that's too good for a real card, so I'm gonna say it's fake.
Interesting. Okay, so it is a fake card. I am surprised that you think this is so good. So in some cases, this would be good in like a discard Warlock deck. But on average, like unless you're getting a card that wants to be discarded, this card is like weird. Actually, I guess the more I think about it, Warlock doesn't really care about taking the damage to the cost. Like it's sometimes really beneficial, so it might actually just be turbo nuts.
Necromancer Clark, bro. Imagine being a fucking necromancer, bro. You got your wizard shit. You're smoking the big weed with the pipes. You're hanging out with ogres and dragons. And your name's fucking Clark, dude. Come on. Oh, get a name change. Named like Gandalf or something not copyright infringing. Anyways, what's up, Clark? Oh, Spider takes that! Alright, this card's gotta be broken. Generated cards cost 3 more. That's a cool effect. I don't think it's good, but that's a cool effect. I guess, like, I don't know, is there like a lot of discovery going on in Hearthstone right now? Okay. Well, I'm not surprised. Oh, what does Hearthstone come to? I think this card, this looks like the type of card that like an angry Redditor would make after getting like Paveling booked by. Because he's like, oh, I can't believe he discovered a fireball. Madge. We gotta curb the discovery. This literally looks like it came out of like r/custom Hearthstone. This gotta be fake.
Okay, yeah.
His name's Clark. Yeah, his name's Clark, bro.
Listen, I thought it was. I saw this card. I when I saw Necromancer Clark, I literally laughed out loud. Like I was like, that's actually hilarious. Now, not insulting the guy who made this card in case they watched it. Like that's not the point of this. But I will say, the one that would probably give it away more is the text. Because it wouldn't say generated cards. It would say cards that didn't start in your deck or in both players' deck cost 3 more. Like that would be the way that they would print it. Because they've never used the cards like generate. Well, they do, but like generated has never been. I don't think generated.
It's not like a keyword or anything.
Yeah, it's not a keyword. So they would probably do cards that didn't start in each other's deck. Would it see play? Probably not. Like you showed me like a Yugioh card recently that was like almost the same idea. This card, I think in order for it to be played, it'd be like battle cry for the rest of the game. Cards that didn't start in your deck cost 1 more or something. That's what it'd have to be.
Yogg-Saron, Devourer of Stars, bro. This dude looks so hard. this man looks sick as hell. But it's a mage card. Is Yogg-Saron a mage? I guess so. Battle cry. Recast a spell from each cost you've cast this. Wow, that gives you a headache. You've cast this game. It's not a random. The fact that it's not random. Okay, just immediately off the rip. The fact that like Yogg-Saron isn't doing random shenanigans is already like instant tells me that this card is fake. So I'm gonna go with that.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, it is a fake card. That's actually wow. The spot of the randomness. You're just going purely from flavor. That's actually insane. Yeah, you're right. This card would probably say randomly recast a spell from each cost you've cast this game. It could probably word it a little bit different. But yeah, you're right. What do you think about the power of this card?
You could probably, yeah, this card seems cool. Like you could play it and like you could play it as like one of those cards that's just, you know, you want to like do a bunch of chaotic stuff, you want to shoot like fireballs everywhere, but you could also just play like yes, like 2 mana freeze spell, 3 mana secret, 4 mana freeze spell, and you know, just like shit like that. It's just like super good control card and also just like a super cool, it's like I want to do goofy shit card. Silver Moon Arcanist. Spell damage +2, battle cry, your spells can't target heroes this turn. Oh, come on! What are my goofy little combo plays? Alright, is spell damage +2 good? Is it still good? Or is it like... Or are we like spell damage like +12 now?
I would say spell damage +2 is probably still good, yeah.
Okay, that's it. This looks like a common card. This looks like a card I would find in like my pack draft. Like I feel like Hearthstone, when they print like spell damage cards, I don't think they ever really want to put like restrictions for spell damage in regards to like, oh, you're not allowed to target face, because like it's fucking spell damage. We all know what you're going to be using spell damage for. You're going to use it to make your little fireball do like a little more damage and be a general nuisance to the public because you're playing burn mage. You know, like we want you to use the mechanic as intended. We don't want to like butcher it or like neuter it to like such a way where like you can't even tell it's that mechanic anymore. So I'd say that this card's probably fake.
Wow. Okay, so this card's real.
Oh my God, Hearthstone,
and I
will never fail to disappoint.
So I will tell you that this card is surprisingly great.
Huh?
just because of Demon Hunter, which obviously you don't have a ton of experience for, but yeah, just because your spells can't target heroes this turn doesn't mean that your spells can't damage heroes this turn. It just can't. You can't point click. And Demon Hunter has a lot of really good cards.
Imposing Anubis Shaft. Taunt. Can't attack.
Did you say shaft?
Anubis. That's what it's. Oh, Anubis Saf.
I heard shaft. I was like, what?
Whoopsies. 4 mana, bro. I remember the good old days of Eerie
There it is.
Statue.
This is the good old days. This is it.
Man. Remember when you had to give Eerie Statue fucking, or like Ancient Watcher, like I don't even know what her name is anymore. Like Sun Fury Protectors, like.
Yep.
Oh my god, dude! I miss old Hearthstone. Take me back. Take me back. I need to go back. 4 mana 7/7, bro. You can't tell me this shit isn't banana. It's 4 mana 7/7 taunt, bro. Like this just tickles that part of my brain that says like big stats equal really good card. So like this card is broken, but is 4 mana 7/7 good? Yeah, probably, honestly. Yeah, like 4 mana it's the best stat total. I guess like 3 mana 7/7. Yo, Hearthstone, hire me for your design team. I think this card is real. I think like Hearthstone has moved to the point where you could print like 4 mana 7/7s with like an extremely minimal downside.
Yeah, this card's real. It was just printed this previous Tuesday. This card, I think on its own won't see a ton of play, but they printed a card that works really nicely that you could play the turn before it, which is like choose a minion and copy its stats and give it rush. So like you just basically have 2 7/7s for 4 mana, or on turn 4. It's pretty great.
Fire Worker. God damn it. 8 mana, 7/6 Death Rattle, cast 6 random fire spells. I mean, this looks like a Hearthstone card. What do you want me to say? I don't know if it should be in neutral though. And also, it's missing the target chosen randomly, so that shit fake. But I mean,
that shit fake.
Bro, yeah, is it fake? It's gotta be fake.
It's fake, yeah, it's fake. Yeah.
I knew it, bro. Forgot your little parenthesis in your custom card maker, didn't you?
The thing about this card, which is interesting, is that this card probably wouldn't be playable whatsoever, because 6 random fire spells on average is like awful.
Yeah, it's just like 3 random like small pings and like maybe a pyroblast thrown in there to like kill a board.
It's such a spicy card though. Like it's so like I would want this in the game. Like it's like a mini Yogg in a sense, but only with fire. The flavor of this card is phenomenal.
Display of power. Summon a friendly minion from your hand. Destroy it. Damn, bro. Man. Remember the good old days when like...
Oh my god, dude.
Remember the good old days when we would summon Obsidian statue off of Resurrect? This is... I like that one woman from the James Cameron movie. Titanic. Anyways, display of power. I mean, like, okay, so this seems cool because like Priest has a lot of like Death Rattle synergy. Like it's got a lot of resurrection stuff, so you can summon like a big guy and like inevitably resurrect it. But one thing I'm noticing is like, so how would you summon a friendly minion from your hand? Like, what if you just have like 1 trillion cards in your hand? Like, how would that work? So I think
it would just pick one randomly if that actually answers your question.
This card seems sick. This card like it's a really cool design. I like it a lot. Is it good though? No. Is it real? I don't know. This is just like a card where like it's cool, but I don't know, man. This looks more like a Warlock card, but I mean like Warlock and Priest are basically the same class.
True.
Oh my god. This is like the perfect Warlock card, but like you kind of have to put it into Priest just because like Warlock doesn't really have like death rattles or like any real synergy with it. So I'm gonna say this is fake.
Yeah, so this is a fake card.
Let's go.
And I am surprised that you think this card is weak. I think it's broken. I would think it's insane because you could cheat out a 10 cost minion with this card for 2 mana.
But
like
it dies.
Yeah, but if it has a death rattle, do you care if it dies? Like you're
I guess like 10 mana death rattles have to be pretty good, huh?
It'd be broken. Like it'd be insane. Yeah, like you would just put this in a deck where you just play a bunch of 10 cost minions and then you just resurrect them afterwards. It'd be disgusting.
5 mana 4/5. Chill and Yeti, my beloved. For the battle cry, for the rest of the game, cast a copy of the first spell you draw. Oh my god, what? Cast a copy of the first spell you draw each turn at enemies. What?
You play this card. Let's say next turn you draw a spell, like it's the card that you draw. It would cast an additional copy at enemies, or if it said like draw 2 cards, it would just draw cards, for instance, right?
Okay.
And then you still draw the spell afterwards. It's an additional copy of it.
Okay, that's pretty cool. I mean, you kind of mentioned earlier that like Demon Hunter was kind of doing like goofy spell slinger shenanigans, so I'm leaning towards this being real. But I don't know, dude. Man, what does Hearthstone come to? Why is every deck a burn deck now? Why does every deck is a spell slinger deck where you play non-targeting burn cards, and now everything is free, and now Chillwind Yeti stats are like considered bad. This card looks real just because of like how absurdly broken this shit. Look at this, dude. It's just free spells for the rest of human history. Like, look at it. How is this not broken? And how is this not just like peak? This is peak Blizzard design, bro. If I had to describe like a Hearthstone's design philosophy in like one card, it would either be the fucking Silvermoon Arcanist or Jotun. I think this card is real, and I think it's broken.
So this card is real, unfortunately, for Demon Hunter. This is what I mean by Demon Hunter. Like, Demon Hunter's whole identity, in my opinion, is just not spending mana. They're a class.
Wow. I'm sure that won't be abused at any point in history.
Oh, it's been in the game for like 3 years at this point. It's all they do is abuse it. It's I literally can't. I could talk about how much I hate the class, but anyways, actually looking at the stats right now, even though it's only been out for 3 days, this actually isn't as high as I thought it would be on like the Mulligan one, right? It's near the middle of the pack. Is the card good if played? Yeah, probably, but it might just be because the metagame right now is kind of fast. So you don't really have time to play a 5 minute 4/5, do nothing. But I have a feeling later in its life cycle, this card will become a problem if you can consistently draw it.
It will be, bro. They're gonna discover a stupid ass combo to like make this card like appear in your hand like turn 2 and be discounted for like negative 12 mana. You're gonna draw like 12 cards. Man, I miss the good old days of Hearthstone. I'm gonna say it.
You need to get help.